I just had one of the most disappointing and embarrassing hotel experiences you could possibly have.
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Cisco, and I wanted to bring your attention a situation that I have been seeing popping on my feed recently. So I keep seeing this Ryan Walker and Amanvari situation.
And I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all.
I didn't know who Ryan Walker was, and I can definitely assure you I didn't know anything about Amanvari either. So I'm not gonna come on here acting like I know
exactly what happened.
Therefore, we're gonna watch Ryan Walker's video. Just to be clear, I'm not picking a side. I just genuinely want to figure out
what happened,
because there's always two sides to a situation. So let's get into it. Alright, for further context for those who don't know Ryan Walker, just like me, before we start, here's what I know. Ryan Walker is a luxury hotel reviewer on YouTube, and Amanvari is a brand new luxury resort from Aman, located in Baja California Sur, Mexico. So, just to make that clear, Aman is a luxury resort brand, and Amanvari is a specific resort that we are discussing about. Ryan says he had a reservation that cost him around $4,600.
Which is a lot of money.
According to the reporting, the video that we're about to watch and experience together ended up getting hundreds of thousands of views.
I just had one of the most disappointing and embarrassing hotel experiences you could possibly have. I was so excited to check in to the Amanvari hotel that just opened this week. And if you don't know me, I am a luxury hotel reviewer here on YouTube. I specialize in very honest reviews of the world's best properties. I'm not going to give away too much as to what happened. I want you to watch the footage. This hotel is $6,000 a night. I'm going to show you what happened when I got there. Very excited, the brand new Amanvari opening. It is quite the drive. So you got a 2-hour drive from San Jose del Cabo into kind of the wilderness here. So they don't really give you very clear directions via email or really anywhere about where to go or what to do. So we've now circled around twice to try to find the hotel. Tengo una reservación.
Amanvari. ¿Dónde es el acceso?
So it's not very organized.
Okay. Este es el acceso colaborador.
Reservación de Amanvari?
Your name is Ryan Walker?
Yes.
Yes, I know you. Allow me to verify your information, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, wait, hold on, because this is very important. As the driver was going through the entrance, the staff that came out already had addressed Ryan's name.
What's going on? This is such a strange area. It's kind of like...
Que no puede ingresar, no pasa.
They say cannot enter?
Ajá, que no entre.
Apparently our driver's saying in Spanish that they are saying he cannot enter or pass.
Excuse me, Mr. Walker.
Yeah.
We don't have your reservation.
Do you need the number?
No, we don't have your reservation in the system.
How did you know who I was then?
I don't know what happened. Maybe you cancel or...
No, I didn't cancel.
Now, from Ryan's perspective, this isn't somebody randomly pulling up to a luxury resort trying to get inside. Ryan claimed he had a reservation. So the first thing that I'm thinking was the reservation actually confirmed? And if it was confirmed, when was it exactly canceled? Because those two very key details completely change the entirety of the situation. If somebody cancels your reservation after you already traveled there, that's one conversation.
However,
if you were clearly notified beforehand and just didn't see the notification at all, that turns into a different conversation. So I'm definitely keeping that in mind.
Here we go. We booked it weeks ago.
Yes, we don't have your reservation. Actually, this is my supervisor. Is you...
Okay. How are you? Hi there. So what's going on? So here's the reservation.
Did you receive another email?
I don't think so.
Can you
I get so many emails.
Your reservation was not confirmed.
We know we booked it weeks ago. We were talking with the team. Look, I keep getting emails. This is this morning.
Sorry, mister. We don't have the information.
What do you mean? I mean, we drove 2 hours. Like, what you don't have a reservation on file?
Sorry. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Can you get the manager, please?
I'm sorry. We don't have a reservation confirmed, and we can permit access. This is a private property.
Okay, this is one of the biggest pieces of evidence that we're gonna see. Ryan is displaying that he had a reservation, but I'm also not going to automatically say Amanvari is in the wrong, because having a confirmation doesn't necessarily mean the reservation could be canceled later on. Now the question is, did Aman properly communicate about the cancellation? That's what I want to know, and we're gonna find that out.
Can have a permit access if you have a reservation. but
I have a
don't
reservation. I paid for the hotel. I have a reservation confirmation number. Can you get a manager, please?
We can have access.
We don't have to come in and they come out so we can
Oh,
speak
I'm
to them?
sorry. I'm sorry. I need to talk to the police. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's
Thank
go.
you. Gracias.
All right, this is where the story gets crazy. The staff members threatened to call the police on Ryan.
Que les vaya bien.
So just a little flustered here, so
Toma foto a mi vehículo. Toma foto a mi
Es
vehículo.
mi propiedad y no tengo miedo.
Sí, pero voy a hacer
What is
¿Qué
it?
haces? ¿Te mueves tú o...?
por eso. Me voy a hacer para atrás,
Ok,
pero no
adelante.
deben de tomar.
we're leaving with nothing to
Adelante,
do.
Muchas gracias.
Sí.
Entonces hacemos una cosa u otra.
Yep. Yep, she's calling the police right now. Wow, okay. They said I received an email and I went to go search, and late last night, the night before here when I was filming yesterday, I got an email and he says, I'm writing to you personally regarding your reservation with us arriving tomorrow. Having opened only days ago, we're still in the earliest phase of settling the resort into full operation, and we have taken the difficult decision to reduce arrivals over the coming days while we complete this work. Regrettably, this affects your stay and we are unable to welcome you as planned. I appreciate this news arrives at very short notice and I'm sorry for the disruption. So the night before the booking, they must have had their first night, because it's the second day that it's open. They must have had their first night and I'm assuming it went poorly. They didn't call me, they sent this email and just assumed that I would read it before I arrived here today. And to be treated the way that I just was at the gate, reviewer or not, as a guest of Aman.
Imagine this. Traveling all that way, having confirmation on your phone of the reservation, and a staff member at the gate is telling you that you basically are not accepted. But here is not where I'm going to jump. Amanvari is in the wrong, because if Aman had actually canceled the reservation beforehand, then security could have genuinely been told to follow those procedures, that this person is not a arriving guest. So the real problem might be is the communication between Aman and the guest,
who stayed at many Aman properties, from Aman Tokyo to Aman in Bangkok to Aman Zoe, and had wonderful experiences with those teams there. To be told at the gate that I'm unwelcome to stay. They took pictures of our wonderful driver's car and he asked them not to, and they still did, and they called the police to escort us off of the property. So this is how Amanvari is treating their new guests, because they're not ready to accept reservations at their property. This is how they handle it. Just pulled over to the side of the road here now. The driver's actually using the bathroom because we couldn't go in and use the restroom. Here's why that was so serious. Here's why this is such a big deal. Independent reviewers protect the customer. Independent reviewers like myself help make sure that this is a balanced narrative. If you silence independent reviews and cancel the reservations before you actually check in, what happens is now the narrative is fully controlled by the corporation. Right now, as we speak, you can go on to the Amanvari website and book a stay for tonight. There's no discount for it being in the first week. This is a hard launch. This is not a soft launch of the hotel. This isn't friends and family. The hotel is open. I got maybe 6 or 7 emails today about this hotel being open. It's officially available to book. If they canceled every single reservation this week, that would be a different story. The interaction you just saw tells you everything you need to know about how they're handling this new hotel opening. But I think the fact that I'm not able to review it is a review in and of itself. If they're not ready to have reviewers, they should not have launched.
We can see the frustration in Ryan's face when he wasn't allowed to enter the luxury resort on Amanvari, having the police called on him on top of that. And then afterwards, as he already took that trip to go over there to the luxury resort, he is now frustrated in the car, most likely looking for another place to stay last minute and trying to get a hold of management.
I wanted to grab this. I even got them a gift as a celebration for opening this new hotel. I had a much different understanding of what was going to happen here today. I think it is imperative that properties, hotels, resorts, yachts allow for independent reviews to preserve the integrity of the hospitality industry as a whole. I'm going to call him right now. Hung up on me. Manager just hung up on me.
Buzón de voz. La llamada se cobrará al terminar los tonos siguientes.
Okay, so they're not answering their phones at all. Not the main reservation line, not the general manager. Now I have my videographer's phone, and they answered right away.
Allow me to place you on hold one moment. I am still working on this.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. All right, so at the moment, I was not able to get in contact with Mr. He seems to be unavailable.
Now this I understand from Ryan's perspective, because if I'm personally a paying customer, a guest, being offered some type of service of hospitality or just a service in general, especially if I traveled internationally or just traveled even 30 minutes down the block, and something gone wrong with my reservation that I already booked and paid for, the first thing I would want to do is to get in contact ASAP or speak to someone who has the authority to either fix it or address the situation so we can both have an understanding of what happened to my original reservation and the money I spent. Not just security, not just somebody at the gate. I would personally want the manager. But again, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I'm only saying from what I'm seeing so far as Ryan is calling management.
I just said goodbye to the driver who just drove 4 hours out to Amanvari, which is very remote, and back now to a new hotel I booked last minute in the car. What is happening behind that gate? I like to think I'm very reasonable. Actually, I see a lot of comments talking about how positive I am about things that otherwise would be unacceptable, because I like to give the benefit of the doubt to these luxury brands that are trying their best and the people that work there. It is absolutely unacceptable and not okay to me to quiet someone who is trying to create a review during the opening week of your property. I can't say that enough. They knew I was coming. The filming was not a problem. In fact, they confirmed via email that they would help facilitate filming where it doesn't bother other guests. I was very excited to showcase this property. I love Aman as a brand. I have so many incredible reviews coming to the channel of Aman properties all over the world. To threaten us and call the police to escort us off the property or past the gate is a level that I never anticipated they would take it to.
Now, I want to know what you guys think. After seeing Ryan's video, who do you think handled the situation worse? Was this mainly a communication failure from the resort? Was Ryan missing important context? Or do you guys think both sides could have handled it better? I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I'm glad I was able to enjoy this experience with you guys there. I'll catch y'all on the next one.